we just walked into the Universal Kids Resort. I'm gonna do one last pass in here before we have to leave to go home tomorrow. It's 4 o'clock, so we have 3 more hours, which should be plenty of time to kind of get some things done. And I am going to head to the right and go over to Goofy Goobers to get myself an ice cream. Now, as you're coming into the park, if you make a right-hand turn, then you're going to go towards Minions vs. Minions. That's the first land that you're going to come across. And you'll pass Boutique and Bites, which is on the left-hand side. And then you're going to want to cross a bridge just past that, and that's going to bring you in the Minions vs. Minions land. However, I want my Goofy Goobers ice cream, so we are going to go to Bikini Bottom first to get my ice cream. And there's 2 ways to get to Goofy Goobers. You can go down the stairs to the right here. Ooh, that scared me. Or you can walk around so that you can get your picture in front of the Bikini Bottom sign, go through the main entrance. So here we are. We're gonna go inside and get an ice cream. Oh, it's busy in here. I'd rather be like out. So we are inside of Goofy Goobers. There's 3 different ice cream flavors to choose from right now. Currently they have double chocolate, molar blowout, which I believe is like a nod to like your teeth, which is kind of weird. That's why I paused. I was like, wait. And then triple Goober Berry Sunrise is the one that you can get in a souvenir cup. And then Mount Razzleberries, which is strawberry Dole Whip and vanilla swirl with strawberry sauce and strawberry Pop-Tarts. That's the one that I'm gonna try. I have my ice cream here, and we're gonna try it and see how it is. That's good. What it is a strawberry Dole Whip mixed with vanilla soft serve. I'm not crazy about soft serve ice cream. Strawberry Dole Whip is really, really good though. And if I got this again, I would probably just order the strawberry Dole Whip instead of getting the swirl. And I'm sure that they would accommodate, but I think that the flavors are a little bit more interesting over at Brozone, where I got the pink lemonade yesterday. Over here, it's more like sundaes. So there is a difference between the two, but you can get Dole Whip here, and I'm sure that if you just wanted the strawberry, that they would accommodate you. I just finished my ice cream, and I think I want to try and go on the DNA ride again over in Jurassic World. So we're gonna head over to that part of the park again. Making our way over to Jurassic World Adventure Camp. I did want to say, like, there was a lot of negative feedback when there was previews for this park, but I am seeing so many kids having so much fun, and that's what this resort was all about. It wasn't Universal Adults Resort. It's Universal Kids Resort. So everything that's here is very kid focused. So just know that going in. There's not going to be your typical Velocicoaster here. This park is for children, and it caters to those who are 2 and older. Yes, there are some thrilling type rides, which Cretaceous Coaster behind me is one of them. But like I said, you're not going to find a Stardust Racers here. You're not going to find Velocicoaster. You're not even going to find a Hiccups. This is a park that is meant for kids. So just keep that in mind and enjoy looking around and seeing how many of these children are just having the absolute time of their life, because the focus is them, and that's what this was all about.
I hope you train a velociraptor. All right, I saw you come up first. Go ahead and come right up.
Just coming back over to get a refill, and I noticed that the dining options, the quick service ones, are open until 7 p.m. So that's good to know. I am walking into the sensory garden in Jurassic World because I wanted to come back here and talk to you guys about something that is similar here to Universal Studios in Orlando and Hollywood. We do have refillable drink mugs available here at the Universal Kids Resort. The difference here is at Orlando, you can only buy one or the other, right? Your resort refillable mug will work at the resort, and then your park refillable mug works at the park. Here, your mug works in the park and in the hotel. That's awesome because I have been able to get unlimited refills of whatever drinks I want for the past 2 days, and they just had me pay for the whole thing up front. Second thing is, every land except for Shrek Swamp has a Coca-Cola Freestyle machine where you can fill up with water, and then if you have one of these, there's all different flavors of soda, and they have a specialty flavor for every single land. You can kind of have some fun when you're in. My favorite one is the one from Trolls Eats. That one was delicious. It tastes like grapefruit juice mixed with soda water. It wasn't like super sweet, but it was like tasty. That's something that I figured was pretty important to talk about, the refillable drinks. Now, another thing that I learned is if you get the popcorn bucket from Brozone, you can use that bucket to refill with popcorn from the other stands that have like the flavored popcorn. So the banana and grape popcorn, you can get a refill on that in your popcorn bucket and it'll be less expensive. And you can get a refill on the Cool Ranch flavor in Bikini Bottom. We just take a minute to like appreciate that Universal Kids Resort has these sensory areas for your children if they need to come in, cool off, and just chill for a little while. And my favorite one is in Jurassic World. This is a sensory area. On the other side, let me show you. I'm just gonna walk over here and show you so that I don't have to walk through. But if you can see behind me, there's a grassy area where your kids can run and play. They can definitely have a fun time letting off some steam on this like little paddock over here for children. I love it. I think it's such a great idea, and I wish more theme parks had big grassy areas like that for children. What a smart idea. Decided that I don't want to wait for the Helix spin right now, and I'm gonna go over and see what the wait time is like on the Shrek ride. Here we go, we are in line for Shrek and Fiona's Happily Ever After. So the lid from my water just came off and it spilled everywhere. Puddle somewhere behind me here. And it's so weird because I kept on checking and making sure it was on tight. Really important about this ride, you have to remain seated with your seatbelt on until the attendants tell you to take your seatbelts off and get up. Otherwise, the entire ride has to be evacuated. I have seen it multiple times since being here, so just something to keep in mind. passing Bro Zone. The Trolls Amphitheater and Hair in the Clouds. And we're gonna stop at Trolls Eats because I spilt my water everywhere and I need to refill. Thank you. So we're gonna go over to Trolls Eats and fill up with water. Hopefully this time I won't spill it all over the place. All right, the water has been got. Now we are off to meet up with our friends so that we can go on the Bello Bay cruise a second time. So I think the only thing that I didn't do was like the drop towers in Jurassic World. Not because I don't want to, but just because I feel like I'm too big. Like I feel like unless I have a kid with me, I really shouldn't go on that. Even though I did Hair in the Sky and I barely fit on it. You can feel in the air that it's starting to cool off a little bit. Temperature's starting to drop. Thank God, because today was a hot one. Looks like they're getting some stuff set up over here for the 4th of July. I'm not really sure what they're gonna do, but they did put some flags out. It doesn't look like they're going too crazy, but it's a nice gesture that they have a nod to the 4th of July here. You can see the Bello Bay cruise is going by right now. Super fun ride, probably one of my favorites here. And the wind is blowing. It feels actually really good right now because it's super hot here in Texas, as everybody knows. And over straight ahead from us, that's the exit. Not sure where we're headed to next, but we'll probably do some wandering and then head out for the day. Here it is. Here's the sign for Minions versus Minions. And do we have a cruise coming by again? Possibly, yes we do. So something I've noticed from being in the parks the past 2 nights is that around 4 p.m. it starts to get really quiet in here. Families tend to go home. There's not really many people left here. I mean, it was a lot less last night, but there it goes. Tonight the today the capacity was a little bit higher, so that is why. All right, we are nearing the end of the day here at Universal Kids Resort. I go home tomorrow, so now it's time to go inside and do some shopping. So let's go see what we can find. Hopefully some souvenirs for my kiddos and for myself. All right, let's see what we can find in here. So they have some Minion collectibles for $20 a piece, and this is what you could get. So it's one of those surprise boxes. You got a lot of Minion gear over here. Headbands, goggles, really cute hats. They've got some Minion t-shirts, and they even have like a Minion blaster. Ooh, they do have a sweatshirt. I was looking for a Kids Resort sweatshirt. And that is priced at $60. Okay, I remember seeing these, and these are absolutely adorable. I know that my kids would love them. So these are Minions that you can like dress up. So you get the Minion, and then you pick it out an outfit. And it's got overalls, a hula skirt, a floaty for the pool, a Groot outfit. It looks like some pajamas and a unicorn. Oh my gosh, my daughter would go crazy for that one. And then you have this one with the headphones. This is Vibin' Bob and Tim. So that's really cute. Let's see. These start at $20 for the minion. And then I think depending on what outfit you get, it changes the cost. So this one is $20. That's Gru Bob. It looks like Vibin Bob and Tim, super popular. That one is $22. And Vacation Bob.
Oh, I know this.
Is $20. Let's see. This one is $20. That's the unicorn, fluffy unicorn Bob. Those are all so cute. Over here you have a bunch of Tim, big Tim, little Bobs. Cute minion set. This is the action play set. It's $25. I think that surprised me the most is all of this How to Train Your Dragon merch. There's quite a bit of How to Train Your Dragon merch here. Minions vs. Minions got purple over here. This guy's super cute, $30. And then this one with the 2 eyes is $30 as well. They also have a lot of bucket hats for purchase here. So this is a cute cup too. Hangry, oh my gosh. I need that. It's $15. And then as you turn around, we've got some more fluffy unicorn. You have a fluffy unicorn fan, a fluffy unicorn bucket hat that is made out of fluff, so it's probably like really warm. That is $30. There's a fluffy unicorn sweatshirt, and it looks like a fluffy unicorn crop top for women. They do have a lot of fluffy unicorn clothing. They've got like a little backpack, it's cool. Oh, I like this. I mean, I don't like this for Texas, but I would like this at home. This is $69, and it's a fluffy unicorn hoodie with a unicorn horn on top. And then something really cool in here is they have a lot of sensory areas, which is good, like if you're shopping with your kids, that kind of thing going on. And then there's grass. And then we're into the Shrek area. So the Shrek ears are $23. Then they also have, like, if you were to do space buns, you could put these in your hair or your daughter's hair, and those are also $24. Lots of Shrek stuffies. Then you've got like a little section for Puss in Boots. There's not a whole lot of Puss in Boots stuff. You have a hat. There's a water bottle. There's a whole lot of How to Train Your... Like, there's more How to Train Your Dragon stuff than there is Puss in Boots. I'm a donkey on the edge. That's funny. They have these glow hatcher eggs that kids just absolutely adore for $25. They're cute. This is a hair barrette, but it's got like poppy colored hair on it. So if you wanted to go and get your makeup done like Poppy, then you can come over here and buy these. And that is $18. But it will add to your look. And then again, they have these too if you wanted to do space buns, and you could do one in each bun. I love that idea. Those are $25. Lots of different headbands. Give you a good view so you can decide which one you want before you get here. This one right here is my favorite. And that is $30. This hat is kind of cool. It's a Jurassic Park hat, and it's $30, and it's got those wing flappers that come over your ears. And then this is the hidden print Shrek hat that everybody's been talking about. And that is $30. There's a lot of like different headbands that are really cute. Like I like the fluffy unicorn one. And then you have like full-on hats, character hats that you can buy. And there's some beanies. So there's some Minion beanies, and I'm not sure, I think those are dinosaur beanies. So we're getting into some Jurassic Park stuff over here. More bucket hats. The Gabby's Dollhouse kitty ears. These are really cute. They're like garden themed. And they are, oh my gosh, I can't find it. $23 for those. $23 for the blue ones. But there's more on the Gabby's Dollhouse side. So you've got a whole wall of things. They're the ones that Gabby actually wears. So these are $23 as well. And then we've got some of those hats over here as well, the kitty hats, and more kitty ears, and lots of Gabby merch, because this is Gabby's Dollhouse. So you got like wristband slapper thingies too. Those are cool. Then back here we have more Shrek gear. Oh, we found him with his whole body, and his gumdrop buttons are back. That poor gingerbread man. I love this backpack, but I have too many backpacks. But that's a really cool mini backpack. Oh, there's no price tag on that one. I know I saw it somewhere. That backpack is $50. Is hatching eggs too. They're much bigger. And they got these guys, Jurassic World T-Rex specimen. And then they have the Puppetronics, where you can have your own baby velociraptor, baby blue. Like beachy themed swimming type things. So you've got like Jurassic Park themed swim. You've got a SpongeBob sun hat. You've got misting fans, SpongeBob bathing suits, fluffy unicorn bathing suits, universal towels, pins, keychains. My kiddos love the keychains. They love when I bring them home, and they are small enough to fit in my bag. So that's usually the route that I go. And they have all of these keychains too. They got Toothless. They have some really cute dinosaur keychains that my kids would love, and so would my dogs probably. $16 for blue. They also have this one down here that has been very popular. This is Bumpy. He's really cute too, $16. Shrek keychains. So lots of fun things in this store. Now I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna buy. Have more sensory stuff here. So some fur, and then some of these things. They're very thoughtful of kids here. They're very thoughtful of what kids need in order to stay entertained while mom and dad are shopping. Makes things a lot easier. They do have like display tables in the middle of all of the stores where the kids can sit down and play while you shop, and I love that. The day is wrapping up, we're coming to an end, and I am just sitting in this nice grassy area. Just called my kids while I was in the store, and I let them go on FaceTime with me and pick out a couple of things from the store, which was a fun ordeal. I don't have them with me, so it took probably like an hour to get everything sorted out and picked out. But now I'm just sitting here. So I wound up getting the opening day t-shirt. They each got to choose one thing, and now I'm just sitting here kind of relaxing. I grabbed myself some water, and I'm just gonna sit and watch the park close. There's really not that many people in here now. I do see the Purple Minion is out and still doing meet and greets, so the park is very much alive until 7 p.m. Characters are still coming out and meeting up until close, so that's pretty awesome. I just want to say that I really applaud the team members and all of the work that got put into this park to make a space for children that is like age appropriate and focused on Universal. There's nothing else out there quite like this. I would say it reminds me a lot of Legoland, but it's all Universal themed. And you know, so many people complained about Universal not being kid friendly. Well, now, you know, this is just proof that Universal listens and acts on what the people want. This park wasn't built and created with adults in mind. This park was built and created with children in mind. And I have seen nothing but smiling faces from all of the children that are in this park. This park is not meant for Disney adults. This is meant to be a child-friendly park. And as an adult, I really enjoyed myself here. And I think that my kids would really love it too. I am sad that it's over. This is a great experience for me to have, and I can't wait to start sending some of my own clients here, helping them plan the type of vacation that will work for Universal Kids Resort. I do think that Universal Kids Resort is more than a one-day park, especially if you're staying at the resort. I do think it's worth it to fly in to Dallas, even if you're doing like a short 4-day trip. I flew in from New Jersey, and the flight wasn't that bad. It was around 3 hours. So I would say this is definitely worth it. There's a lot more to do in the Frisco area than Universal. So you can turn this into a week-long vacation if you wanted to. And now that I've been here to experience it and get to know the park and the area, I feel fully ready to support and help my clients have a Texas vacation. I'm pretty excited to be able to expand outside of Orlando. And I really hope that all of you have enjoyed following along with me in the park. I know I kind of like flip-flopped between content channels, but I do really want to start up this YouTube channel, and I figured this would be a good first little segment for me to do on my YouTube channel, being that Universal Kids Resort is brand new and I got to be here for the grand opening. I'm so grateful that I got to experience this. If I didn't say it already, the team members at this park deserve gold medals. They are absolutely fantastic. Every single one that I have interacted with has been more than willing to sit down and have a conversation with me, listen to ideas, things that you think will improve the park. Don't be afraid to go into guest services nicely and give them your feedback. Tell them what worked for your family and what didn't work for your family, would make your experience better, because they're all ears. Universal for years has been hearing that their parks aren't kid friendly, and now they have an entire park dedicated to kids.